Hello and welcome to another video. I am Stephanie Kilgast. I'm a full-time artist, and in today's video I'm going to share with you how I make these very lightweight sketchbooks. It's actually just a leaflet and it's the first step of binding a sketchbook. Now, if you take a regular sketchbook, what you're going to have is you are going to do several ones of those, like so. Put them together and then bind them together and then add a cover. We're not going to do any of that. We are going to do these very small, lightweight leaflet sketchbooks because they are great. You put them in your bag and you forget that they're there. And if you want to paint, you have them with you. And this is exactly why I love them. Now I'm going to do this size, which is a traveler notebook size. It's 11 by 21 centimeters. You do not have to do that size. I would actually recommend that you do the size that you know you love. So whatever sketchbook you love, enjoy using, then do that size. That's going to be better for you because you already know what you like. So it might be smaller, it might be bigger. As for the paper, I personally love hot pressed cotton paper. Again, you can use whatever paper you want. You can even use colored paper. You can use sketchbook paper, watercolor paper, or any paper that you have around the house. If you have, sometimes you have stocks of paper that you don't use as much, but you like to sketch on, or leftover papers or pieces of scrap paper. So all of that is fair game. You can also mix and match paper in your sketchbook. So yeah, feel free to experiment and have fun. And yeah, let's dive into it. So I will be using a paper from Hahnemühle, which is a German brand. And it is, as I mentioned before, hot pressed and 100% cotton. It is a paper that I received from them, so it's not sheets of paper that I bought by myself. I got them when I was working on my coloring book, and I'm very, very grateful for that because cotton paper is expensive and I still have stock, but the moment I run out of it, I will cry a bit. But that's fine. Now I have it and I use it and I'm very happy about it. So the sketchbook size that I want is 11 centimeters by 21, which means that once open, you want 22 by 21. Of course, use the sketchbook that you want as a reference. Then you can calculate how it fits on your sheet of paper. So I already started doing that. You don't need to draw the full line. As long as you put small marks, it's going to be enough. Small note on safety, I always wear a glove so I cannot cut myself. I did cut myself once by accident, and since then I always use a glove, so I can only recommend one because it's not rare that you slip and then it arrives on your hand and it can be really dangerous. So yeah, if you can, get one of those. I've had this one for a year and I don't regret buying it. Then you just cut along the marks that you made. You can also use the grid of your cutting mat. Needless to say, but don't throw these away. You can still use that paper for other smaller paintings or as swatch sheets. I like to have between 4 and 5 double pages. I find that works best for that size of sketchbooks or leaflets. And so I'm going to use 4. So I have to cut 2 big sheets of paper and then I can make 3 sketchbooks. So depending on the size of paper you're doing or the size of your sketchbook, you might need to adjust it, but I'm just going to do the same that I just did to have a total of 12 double pages. So for the cover of these sketchbooks, I like to use this paper, which is Paint On. It's the natural color. It's a pretty cheap paper. It's from Clairefontaine and I'm in France, so for me it's cheap. You have actually a lot more colors if you want to play around with, which is quite fun. And if you like gouache, they just got out. It's not sponsored, by the way, because it feels like it's really not sponsored. But not so long ago, I saw the terracotta one. I actually made this, and this is gouache on terracotta. And yeah, it's really beautiful on it. So yeah, maybe this is something you might enjoy. It's very smooth. I would say it's kind of hot pressed. I use it for the covers. I actually did one sketchbook with a different colored paper, but I just don't use it. I prefer the hot pressed cotton. So I need to cut the paper to that size as well. And I will need 3 covers. So I need 3 sheets of paper. This is already 21 because it's an A4 paper, and A4 is 21 by 29.7. And yes, I know that by heart. So we're just going to cut at 22. Again, please don't throw these away. You can use these for so much things. Okay, so for one sketchbook, we're going to use 1 cover, and for each 4 double pages. So what we're going to do is to stitch them together like so. So you want to make sure that you are in the right order. This is an almost square. So if you're doing the same size, you want to have the 22 centimeters here. And then you're going to stitch that way. Now I find it easier to fold them first. So we're going to fold them. You can use the back of your cutter to really make grease. And then fold them on the other side as well. So we need to fold it like this. Take your time to fold them properly. And reverse fold to have the crease. It's going to make your sketchbook much more flexible once it's done. And do the same for all the sheets of paper. Now we are going to do marks for the binding. Start with the exact center and then create a mark every 2 centimeters on each side. So 4 on one side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 on the other one. Okay, so now you want to make sure that the sheets of paper don't move. So once you've made sure that everything is nice and aligned, use the clippers to keep everything into place. Okay, and now we are going to punch holes into the double pages. I'm going to use a sculpting tool. It's called a needle tool. I think there are specific needle tools for binding, but yeah, you basically need something with a sharp point that you can punch, or not punch, but push into it. So I do everything by hand. So I start with the center and then I push. So just be careful not to have a finger just beneath, but just put them aside. I find it's easy to have your hands around the crease. That way you're sure you're not going to push a hole into your finger. And yeah, and you just push. And you do the same for all of these. So for the binding itself, I'm using a cotton thread. I like to use yellow because it's kind of the same color as the cover, but it doesn't really matter. I'm using cotton, and this one is made in France. It comes in many colors. It's mostly for embroidery, so that's what I get. I also use it to mend clothing. And what you want as a length is a little over twice the size. So I have a little bit more, but I'm not going to cut it because I'm not going to be able to do much with that. And I use a double thread that I'm going to put into that needle so I can then bind it. Then you want to start on the other side in the center and run the thread through and just keep some left. And then you're going to start on one side, it doesn't matter which one, and then you just start to stitch. And once you're at that point, you want to go with your needle and pull the thread through the first stitch, and then you just want to knot it. And because I'm always a little bit stressed about knots, I'm going to do another knot on another stitch. And then you can just cut the excess thread. Remove the clippers and then fold and add the clippers. I always find that really helps to put the sketchbook at ease, so to speak. And the last thing you want to do is to cut the excess paper here. And just leave this aside for a good day so the paper folds nicely. And this is how you can make these very easy sketchbooks. As you can see, it was pretty fast. It's pretty straightforward. They're very lightweight, so you're going to love traveling with them or going out or on weekends. You can use the paper you'd like. You can use the size that you prefer. I can only encourage you to learn to make those by yourself. You are not going to regret it. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. If you liked it and watched until now, please leave a book emoji. That really helps with engagement. If you have any input about sketchbooks or anything that I might have forgotten to say, don't hesitate to add that in the comment section below. And yeah, thank you so much for being here with me today, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!